So for today's video, we are continuing the Ravnica Allegiance draft run, currently 2-0. Again, we drafted this Simic and Gruul combo, this blue, red, green tricolor deck, and so far it's been working out. Despite it being non-traditional, I usually draft these things and I try to be a little bit more aggressive. This is a little more like mid-rangey or combo-y, if you will. And this is kind of a tough call, I'm not going to lie. On the one hand, we have a lot of very cheap cards that would be easy to play, but on the other hand, we only have one color of mana in our hand, but we do have a Wayfinder to dig and potentially find our missing color. And we're on the draw, so I think we're going to keep this. This might be a mistake. There's a very strong argument to be made that I might have needed to just throw that back. But we're gonna keep this strictly because I have the Wayfinder. Now, might end up getting punished, but here we go. And Guildgate or Island. I think in this instance we want the Island, just because we have a lot more blue cards that we can enable. So I think that makes the most sense. I'm also a big fan of this Eyes Everywhere. That should help us with locating our other cards. So we do have the Duelist, and we have some other things, but I'd like to get this going, I think, this turn. We're gonna essentially pay for this investment in blood since we don't have any good blockers or anything at the moment, but we hopefully will here. And we're gonna say no blocks, eat the damage, and then hope that they don't have anything else going on, but not likely. Oh yeah, wow. All right. So while we're trying to sort out our mana issues, they are just pummeling us in the air. So we do have this, but the 1/1 body isn't going to help us a ton. This could block here and slow them down, but then we're not developing anything else, so I would like instead to do this. We're going to say no attacks, but this at least helps me to maybe block this and generate some counter pressure going forward. And we also want to keep trying to draw lands if possible, just because if we can get this up to 6, then I could maybe even steal the Griffin. And as of right now, they have not shown us any blue lands, so they could not take it back, though they would benefit from the scry at that point. But being able to take something in a pinch is a pretty big deal. Wow, and they just paid 5 life to get rid of that. I guess that's fair. It means that they get to push more damage this way. That is not a land. It's a very good card, but not helping us at the moment. So we're gonna, I guess, go ahead and develop this, and then pass, and we'll at least have this that we can flash in. I mean, we still haven't found red, but not much we can do about that at the moment. Alright, we're going to go ahead and bring in our Duelist now. There's a temptation to double block this, but saving this for the Adapt feels important. I just don't know how low I'm willing to go here. So there's also a temptation to just block. We're still at least a minimum of 2 turns out here, so I actually think we're going to go ahead and go for the double block. It means losing our bear, but at this point we need to do something about the influx of damage. And even when we do finally get ourselves up to 6 instead of the adapt, we would likely want to be taking this flyer. We have some anti-flying tools. Alright. But they also require us to have red, so we not only have to find them, but we still haven't sorted out our mana base quite yet. Well, that would be very nice for cycling through some of these cards. However, again, still no red. Alright. So we find our red. Go ahead and do that. And sadly, still no attacks. We are at the mercy of these flyers at the moment. But we found the red, so now we're looking for some of our anti-flying tech. We also did get at least 1 instant in there. So this is down to 7 for activating. But we're going to be going down to 4 here. Wow, even more flyers. So there is some of our anti-flying tech. So we can potentially buy ourselves at least 1 turn here. So we're going to go ahead and develop this, and then I actually think we're going to go ahead and nuke this one now. Just because they are tapped out, I don't want them to be able to respond. So we'll go ahead and do that. And say no attacks. So this should now cost 6 to adapt, but again, that might not be enough. So we sadly have to take 2. And that is going to be it for us, sadly. Just way too many flyers. Even if we had our red, I'm not sure that we would have been able to push through that sooner. So, a bit of a questionable keep on my end. We'll go ahead and dive into another game. But I don't know what I could have done against that many flyers anyway. Alright, so we're on the draw, which makes this questionable. We have 2 of our 3 colors and the ability to scry 2. I think we're still going to try keeping this though, because I did not learn my lesson from last game. I think that the scry will help. And see, there you go. Interesting. Well, now that we've found a land, the scrying is less important, I think. So we'll go ahead and develop the hybrid here into likely shaman this next turn. Interesting. 3 planes, but into a locket. Okay. They're tapped out, so we'll go ahead and just give this a counter. When I say tapped out, I guess I mean minus the locket, but there shouldn't be too many tricks with just that. And they're flying up there, aren't they? Okay. Go ahead and take our scry now, see what we got. 2 more lands, huh? Takes us all the way up to 7. We have, well, I mean, we have a 7 drop. Yeah, I think we're actually just going to keep that. We'll say no attacks right now. Obviously, this being flying is annoying, but at some point, this will be able to contest with it. Well, that's really disappointing. Those lands that we wanted are now gone. Okay. Maybe we can still go to 5 to develop this, so it's not the end of the world. Or even better, now we can develop the spider. Spider is better, because it'll hopefully contest that. We're still going to say, I think, no attacks here. As we play a bit defensively. And a number of different things that we can do, but I think we're going to start with attacking, and then we'll go from there. Yep, we're going to attack with these. And then we're going to say that this is unable to block. Go ahead and get this adapt in. Because that's a big boy now. And they are gonna get some resources. Okay. Might be a similar path we take. This might be worth it to just make a 4/4. Just to draw 2 cards. Give us a big flyer. If we draw another land, then this is, I think, the play instead. Alright. It's a very, very good pickup for our opponent. Nice cycle. Some afterlife as well. Yeah, I'm not really surprised by this move. Not only can we not block it, but there's nothing else really going on. Well, this is a really good pickup. Question is, do I want to play that over our other options? I mean, we can be kind of greedy here, right? We have a decent sized board. They don't have enough on board to block and kill this, so I think I'm fine with just attacking with this and seeing how it plays out. Yeah, I was going to say, I assume they're going to go with the afterlife option. In which case I'm happy with developing rhythm, I think. And then waiting. If we don't draw a land unless we get something extra spicy, this will for sure be our development. Alright. So that is a really good pickup for my opponent for a number of reasons. We're going to go ahead and assign this as a blocker here. And we want to block the flyer more so than this. Now they can still sacrifice this to give something indestructible, but if that's the case, then that damage isn't going through anyway. So yeah, we'll go ahead and assign our blockers like that. So now we know what their combat trick was. So they left themselves one blocker for this. Except for I can make that not be able to block. And so by top decking this land, this should just be victory. Because we can... we could do it with this or with this potentially. We have 7 available. So this would be a 5/5 with the Riot. Could become a 6/6. Well, yeah, let's do this one. Because, yeah, let's just do this one because it's flashier, I suppose. And we want to give this haste. And then we're going to go ahead and declare those as attackers. And that's it. So, okay. Get a nice rank up here while we're at it, going up to silver 2. Get a nice little reward here. Hey! Rare dual lands for your reward seem pretty good there. So, yeah, we got overran by Flyers, but we still picked up a victory in the second game. So the run is now officially 3-1. That's where this video is going to end. But if you made it this far, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I hope to catch you in the next video.